Right, what's up, dudes? Thank you very much for coming back for part two of my rating all the downloads. I'll quickly run through. If you haven't seen part one, obviously go back and watch it. Just go on my channel and just check out part one. But we'll just do a quick recap, real quick. Okay, I guess, but same old stuff. We got download 2007. Not bad at all. We got 2004 and 2008. In awesome, we got the first ever download, which was 2003. And so far in classic downloads, we have 2005, 2006, and 2009. So next, we're on to 2010. So, oh my God, 2010. Even that seems like a long time ago. But let's check it out and see what we're going to rate it as. AC/DC, Rage Against the Machine, Aerosmith. Wow. This was a very. I've got fond memories of this one. The only thing about this download that annoyed me. Don't get me wrong. I love AC/DC. They are a fantastic band, but the audacity to bring your own stage for 2.5 hour performance is ridiculous, and it messed up the whole rest of the performances that were on the main stages because of that. Because if you didn't know, they had the two stages right next to each other. So you had one main stage on the left-hand side, which was AC/DC's, and one on the right, which was the main stage for everyone else, basically. And so I think, AC/DC played on the Friday, but for the whole of that Friday on the main stage, obviously, you were watching bands just over to the right, and I hated it. It really annoyed me. The AC/DC performance was incredible, don't get me wrong, but it's not like they could have packed the AC/DC stage away and then just moved the other stage over. So it just remained on the side for the same time. So I think everyone who went to that would agree with me that was I'd say the main downfall of this festival. It was just really annoying. So it was much better to watch the bands on the other stages. But yeah, lineup wise, this was awesome. I remember Rage Against the Machine had to stop a couple of times because the barrier at the front broke because there were so many people going insane trying to get forward, which is crazy. But they actually had to tell everyone to take a step back, which is cool. I don't think anyone got badly hurt, or hopefully not. But it just shows you how insane people are for Rage Against the Machine, and the performance was awesome. I also remember Deftones being absolutely incredible. Supporting that day. So yeah, this was a really good lineup. I got very good fond memories of it, apart from the AC/DC stage, which was annoying. So I think what we'll do for this one is we will stick it in. I don't know whether to put it in awesome, because it was pretty awesome, or in not bad at all. Do you know what? Apart from a few performances, I can't actually remember that many more. I don't know whether that was due to my drunkenness or just due to performances not being there. So I'll put it in not bad at all. After I got home, I was like, that was pretty sick. I enjoyed it, but it's not elite. Okay, now we're getting into a couple of years when I actually didn't go to download. So I'm going to have to rate the next ones coming up very differently because I was very skint at the time and I was only working part-time, so I couldn't actually go. And the bad thing is this looks like a awesome lineup as well. So this is download 2011. What we got? Def Leppard, System of a Down, Linkin Park. I mean, that's awesome straight away. What we got? Darkness, Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet by Valentine, Alter Bridge, Skunk Anansi, Disturbed on the main stage, Pendulum, Korn, Alice Cooper, Twisted, Rob Zombie, The Cult. That looks great. What else have we got in there? Let's have a look. CKY, nice. Down, Skin Dread. What else we got? Bowling for Soup, Pretty Reckless. We got Cheap Trick, Damn right. God, they get hard to read as we go further down, unfortunately. But oh my God, Danzig! What the hell? Danzig, Funeral and Friend. That lineup looks awesome. I didn't go though, so I don't have any memories, obviously, of actually going to the festival. I remember at the time looking at the lineup, thinking, "Damn, I really want to go," but I was so skint at the time. So, I mean, if you guys remember anything awesome about Download 2011, then put it in the comments, man. We'll have a little chat about it. Obviously, sad I couldn't go. Lineup wise, though, that's pretty strong. I mean, that's pretty awesome lineup. Look at that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm guessing. I think 2012 was the really bad weather year. So I can't judge it on weather either. But just because of the lineup, I'm going to put it in awesome because it actually looks like it would have been an awesome download if I'd have had a chance to go. The next one was probably even more gutted about because I think that this lineup and obviously, apart from the weather, people go on about this being one of the best years. So we'll skip over to 2012. Boom. that is a sick. Why I didn't go, can't remember. I can't remember. It was too long ago. It was a long time ago. I'd say mainly because I had no money. Oh yeah, of course it was the 10th anniversary of the Deload. Pretty sick, man. Look at that. Prodigy, Metallica playing the Black Album in its entirety. I mean, that's just worth seeing by itself. Black Sabbath, Chasing Status, Biffy Clyro, Soundgarden, Machine Head, Tenacious D, Megadeth. Oh man, Fear Factory, come on. Steel Panther, Trivium, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Devil Driver, Yo, Slash, Humid 6 Rise Against, Kills for Skin Drinkers. Oh my god, look at this. This one's easy to read. Devin Townsend, boom. What else have we got? Ghost, is that Ghost? Or is that a different Ghost? Or were they going by Ghost BC then? Who knows? And it's Fozzy, yes. This year, man, that looks amazing. And I've heard people talk about how sick the performances were, but obviously, I think the weather was one of the worst downloads weather-wise. I think for that one. So yeah, if you put anything in the comments, if you guys have any memories of that, I've watched a few people's vlogs online. It was from 2012, and it looked like they had a great time, but obviously the weather was just bloody horrendous. So we'll also put that one in awesome, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. It would be in a classic download, but everyone said that it was the weather that let that year down, not the performances of the bands. So we'll keep the one up there. That's a boom ting download. Let's go next. What we got? 2013. I did go to this one. Slipknot. This one again. I know I keep going about lineups being good, but all download lineups are good really for me. But a few weaker ones, but they're not all bad at all, are they? Slipknot, Maiden, Rammstein, Bullet, Queens, 30 Seconds to Mars, Korn, Motorhead, Papa Roach. Yeah, God, I remember Papa Roach being absolutely incredible when we saw them that time as well. And Shikari's performance as well on the second stage was mental. I remember I really wanted to see him, but I couldn't because I wanted to see Slipknot really bad. Stone Sour, Finding a Different Cold. Oh yeah, God, I forgot Cold Chamber. Amazing. Biscuit as well. Oh wow, yeah, fantastic. I had a great time. I hadn't been to download in 2 years, obviously, so when I got there I was like literally in dreamland. A few things had changed, but not really much. I remember we had to stay in what was then Yellow Camp, which is the one if you come from the West Car Park on the giant hill, and we stayed there. And I remember for a couple of days the weather was pretty bad, but there was a few really nice days as well. So yeah, really fond memories of this one, and a pretty sick lineup. So again, I'm probably going to put that one in. Where shall I put that? Awesome or not bad at all? I mean, apart from the Slipknot and Papa Roach, there wasn't anything that stuck out from. Oh, actually, no, that was the. Do you know what? I'm gonna put that in awesome, because that was the Iron Maiden doing Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, and that was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's one of my favourite Maiden albums, so I was very, very happy about it. So I'll put that in awesome. Like I said before in the last video, right, there's no bad downloads, yeah. There's some that aren't as good as others for other people, but obviously people always have fun. So we're not rating them on, we're just rating them on how awesome they are, not how bad they are. So if you think that I'm just putting everything up in a happy place, that's because it's all good. It's all good. I think I'm going to bring in a guest speaker on the next one, because my girlfriend Vicky was at Download 2014 and I was not. So I think I'm going to bring her in and let her talk about it for a couple of minutes and give you a little change from my ridiculous voice. Okay, Victoria, tell me about Download 2014. Who did you see?
On Friday, I saw Offspring.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. And on Saturday?
I watched Bowling for Soup and then Fall Out Boy and Linkin Park.
Okay, awesome. You're lucky you got to see that, because I really wanted to see that.
I know, it's really good.
Yeah, god damn it. Hybrid Theory in full as well. And on the Sunday?
I watched Volbeat and Aerosmith.
Okay, and overall, what do you think of the festival itself? Like, did you have fun? Was it very good?
Yeah, I had a great time. I didn't watch that much stuff because, I don't know, I hadn't been into that music for a while and I didn't know what I wanted to see. Just kind of went for the fun and for Bowling for Soup because that was great.
Okay, so obviously I didn't go, so you're going to put it in the tier instead of me. Where do you think we should put this download? Obviously based on... What was the weather like, actually?
The weather was nice. It rained on Friday, but not very much. It needs to go in not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Because I went for the bands that I liked, but that was like
But
three
you
bands.
didn't branch out and see anyone else.
I did see other people, but I don't remember who I watched. I just kind of wandered around and saw other things. But
Okay.
I don't think, like, it's not like last year when there were loads of really good bands.
Right, thank you very much to Victoria for that insight into Download 2014. Next, we have the last download that I didn't go to. I've been to every one since. And I know I had a Dilcam comment on my my video, the first one, and said that he couldn't wait to get to 2016 and start going from there because that's where he started going. I know that's the same for a lot of people. Obviously, there's a lot of younger people. I'm not saying that I'm not young, but there's a lot of younger people that are going to download now that obviously didn't make the ones that I talked about in the first video. So we're getting into sort of the region where these guys would have started going. So 2015, this looks like an awesome lineup. Weird thing is, I think there's a couple of vlogs on YouTube from this sort of era, but no, I don't hear anyone ever talk about 2015 download itself. Like when you went on all of the stuff on Facebook, I don't see anyone saying that their favorite year was 2015, which is surprising because this lineup is incredible. Slipknot, Muse, Kiss, oh man, Faith No More, oh my god, Faith No More, Five Finger Death Punch, Day to Remember, Slash, Rise Against, Billy Idol, Clutch, Lacuna Coil, Hell Yeah, Parkway Drive, Funeral for a Friend. This is Crazy Fizz. That's just amazing stage. Look at this: Blackstone, Cherry Thunder, Manson, Shikari, Lamb of God, In Flames. Wow, look at this: Eagles of Death Metal in there, Godsmack, Backyard Babies, Fight Star, Andrew WK, Yellow Card, Suicidal Tendencies. This, I mean, what a lineup! That looks absolutely incredible. Oh my god, Ace Frehley, cool. Yeah, this. I'm sure if I would have went, this probably would have been one of my favourites. I don't know what performances were like. I think I've seen a couple of bits of each that people filmed at the time, obviously on YouTube. So yeah, again, another download I didn't attend. If you guys want to let me know in the comments what you thought of 2015 and if it actually was your favourite year, because I haven't heard anything. But hey, I'd love for someone to come up to me and actually say, do you know what, 2015 was the sickest year ever. I'll be like, okay, that's fair enough, because the lineup looks amazing. I think I'm going to put that just for the lineup. I'm not basing that on performances at all. In awesome. And there's probably a lot of people that might not agree with that, because obviously you see there, look, Slipknot, and then you see Slipknot there, and I don't know, there's a few, it's a few samey ones, but I mean, any performance from Slipknot, most people would want to see. And Muse, something different at download, which is always a great thing, really. Sometimes we've got to mix it up. We can't have the same bands every year. Okay, now we're getting to Download 2016. Shout out Dilcam. This was my return to Download after 2 years, and then I've been every year again since. I think everyone knows this as forget about 20. If you were there in 2019, forget about it. Yeah, that was Brownload, not Drownload. Download 2016, and from what I've heard, Download 2012. But Download 2016 was the true Drownload. The weather for the 3 days of bands was horrendous, and for a lot of people, completely ruined how good this festival was and how good the lineup was. Not for me. I enjoyed performances were very good. Apart from we had some complications, I pretty much missed. Well, we missed all. I love Rammstein. I've been seeing Rammstein for a long, long time, since about 2001. I saw them at like London Arena, that's not even there anymore, and they had like American Head Charge supporting. I missed the entirety of Rammstein because I went back to my tent after Korn to get some supplies and get some drinks, and our tent, someone had kicked the peg out of our tent, and because it had been raining the whole day, my side of the tent, not my friend Carter's side of the tent, was completely flooded, and it wrecked everything I had. Literally everything I had was either wet, or any electricals that I had were completely ruined. So Rammstein was missed, which was a massive downer for me because that was one of the reasons why I was really excited. And the Killswitch Engage performance, obviously the Lemmy tribute, Korn, that was one of the best Korn performances I've ever seen, and I've seen them a lot. This one was brilliant. Even though it was raining, they just put on a fantastic show, and I missed the entirety of Rammstein. So the first day was tainted, and the weird thing is weather-wise, the 2 days before this, if you've been, were absolutely scorching. I'm talking about I had to sit in the tent because I thought I had sunstroke. It was that bad, the weather, and then it just literally changed and completely rained by the Sunday, even by the Saturday, I'd say actually, you couldn't sit down in the arena anywhere at all unless you had a chair because it was just mud. It was just just a bog everywhere. So that was the only thing that really let this festival down. And I remember Maiden played loads of their Book of Souls stuff, and I was this weekend just knackered me out so much. And like I've said, like for some people's first festivals, they would have thought that this was absolutely incredible. And don't get me wrong, performance-wise it was, and it's good to make the best of a bad situation when it's raining. But for my return to download, this one really just brought me down just because of the weather. So I'm going to put this one in... Do you know what? For my return to download, I'm going to put it here because... Not that the bands were samey or anything. There were some great stand-up performances, but I pretty much missed 2 of the headliners. And for a return to download, yeah, it wasn't great. Weather really, really let that festival down, which shouldn't happen. Because in 2019, I didn't let it bother me at all. But I'm going to put it there. Sorry to the people that it was their first festival, but it only gets better from here. So, I mean, that's good. We've got quite a big stack going on now. Right, let's move on. Okay, download 2017. All good weather for this one as well, I remember. And very fond memories. I had a lot of fun. I remember it was my birthday on the Thursday. I got absolutely trashed. It was great stuff. Good performances. And of course, this Biffy Clyro headlining was a really mixed opinion for people because some people absolutely loved it and most people hated it. And from what I've heard is they had one of the smallest headline crowds at Download ever. And that's probably just your typical metalers saying, if it's not metal, I don't really care about it, which is the only thing really that lets some of the metal community down. But I'm open to everything, and I thought they were absolutely fantastic, and I watched them. But I heard that the Rob Zombie crowd, because a lot of people didn't go to Biffy, Rob Zombie crowd was absolutely insane, and his performance was really good. So it's a shame I missed that, but I'm happy I saw Biffy. Really great. And again, the performances, people said some things about System of a Down as well. I thought at the time it was fantastic, but watching back footage and what people were saying online was saying that they kind of looked a bit bored on stage and they weren't really giving it their all. But I couldn't tell that when I was in the crowd. I don't think anyone else could either. Everyone around me looked like they were having a great time. I remember Mastodon being really good as well. Yeah, very fond memories of this year. Very, very good. I'm sure other people will agree that this was a very good year at Download. I had an awesome time. Weather was good. I think it rained a tiny bit, but not much. It was like a godsend compared to the year before. Oh God, Slayer. Okay. I completely forgot about that. And Slayer as well. Yeah. Well, so yeah, again, awesome year. I remember I was annoyed that there was hardly anyone at Sixth, but shout out to people that actually like Sixth. I'm so gutted that they haven't just been as big as they should be, because they are one of the most talented bands ever. I got Code Orange down there as well. But awesome. Yeah. Okay. So that was a really good year. I'm going to put that in, I'm going to put it in awesome. A fantastic year. Good bands. Good weather. I'm sure a lot of people had good times, and there's a lot of good vlogs and stuff that you can watch, so you can really get a feel for Download 2017. So make sure you go on YouTube and check as many of those out as possible. I've got one as well, FYI, from 2016, 17, 18, and 19, all on my channel. So go and check out my vlogs. But there are people that have done some incredible ones, and I always watch them every year before I go to Download. I recommend you guys do the same. It really gets you going and in the mood for it. And then here we go. Oh, we're getting close to the end now. Download 2018. Again, for me, another solid download with a good, solid lineup as well. This was really, really good fun year. Avenged Sevenfold, Guns N' Roses, and Ozzy Osbourne. All right, let's talk about Guns N' Roses. The last time I spoke about them in the last video, I told you I'm not a big Guns N' Roses fan. Obviously, they've got some songs that I think are fantastic, Civil War being the main one. But I've never, and I agreed this with my friend Alex and my other friend Carter, I've never seen so many people turn up on the day for a band, apart from Slipknot 2009, because that was a real big deal with that being their first headline show. I've never seen so many people just turn up at Download for the day as I saw for Guns N' Roses. It was absolutely insane. The sea of people, it was mad. And I heard their performance was really good. I think I watched a couple of songs, I think, but I was actually watching Thy Art Is Murder, who were fantastic, by the way. And then we came out, watched a couple of songs of Guns N' Roses, and then we went back to the tents and got absolutely trashed. But yeah, I remember as well Bullet being brilliant. One of the best times I've seen Bullet in recent times. Really, really good. I even remember Manson being really good, which is a rare sight. He's a very hit or miss. When you see Manson when he's on, excellent, very good. When you see him when he's off, horrendous. Shinedown as well really surprised me about how good they were. Great singer, really, really good voice. Hell is for Heroes, fantastic. Love that band. Jonathan Davis, CKY. Wow, this was a good year, man. Parkway Drive, people. Parkway Drive are hit and miss for me as well. They got some great songs, but some of them I'm like, this one a bit samey, but still good performance as well. Alexis on Fire. Oh yeah, Body Count. They were fantastic. This was good. This was a good year. This was a very good year. And was this the year Sleep Token? Oh yeah, there you go. So Sleep Token as well. Another band highly recommended. Completely different to anything else that you're going to hear. First time I'd seen them live as well. This was brilliant. So yeah, I don't remember the weather being fantastic or bad. I think it was just kind of good the whole time. And a very good year. So we've got too many and awesome, but hey, we're rating how awesome things are and not how bad they are. So again, I thought another awesome download. Very happy. Went home, really, really just in a great mood, and then couldn't wait to come back for next year. So right, let's go on to the current last download that has happened, which was 2019. A lineup that I was very, very, very happy about, especially because I'd never seen Smashing Pumpkins live. I hadn't seen Whitesnake in quite some time as well. And just the general... I remember I couldn't get into Enter Shikari because the tent was absolutely rammed. 3 Days Grace as well, who are a rarity to play at especially a festival like Download. So that was an absolute delight to see. Obviously, legendary Trivium performance that people talk about a lot. I think Matt Heafy put it on his YouTube as well. So that is available to watch on YouTube. That if you type in Download 2019 Trivium, what a show. Go and watch it. Awesome. And obviously, as everyone knows who goes to Download, Slipknot have now released their performance from the festival as well. I'm surprised actually Tool haven't done the same, because I heard a lot of great things about it. People might be annoyed with me because I didn't watch Tool. I like Lateralis, the album, but overall not a massive Tool fan. I know that they were a huge draw because they hadn't played in so long. But I'm not sure what people would have thought about them that watched them that hadn't heard them before. But from what I hear, that was a fantastic performance. Def Leppard were great as well. Overall, this was a awesome download. Had a great time. The weather wasn't the best, let's just say. We called it brown load. It was wet but manageable. You know, if you had a pair of wellies and you had a beer in your hand, you really didn't care. Well, I didn't anyway. This was probably one of my favourite years. I don't know why, but from 16, 17, 18 and 19, I've got to say that I think 19 was my favourite. Just because I had a really good time. I was just really in a good, flow of download years, and I was just appreciating what was put in front of me. So yeah, if anyone else has got any other sort of memories and that, put them in the comments, man. Let's talk about it. But I've seen some great vlogs as well from this year. Go and watch all last year's vlogs. It'll be a bit depressing. There's no download this year, but it'll also get you like really riled up for when we actually do have a download, and we can all go absolutely insane. So download 2019, boom, straight into awesome, because it was amazing. So yeah, I mean, there's I'd say the classics. Do you know what? I'm tempted to put that in there. Do you know what? For me, I'm going to put it up there as well. 2019. And look at that, 10 years between those two, and they were considered my classic downloads. Right, now we're going to look at something really depressing to end this video. And I know what some of you are thinking. Now, I said this in one of my other videos. I think this is the best download lineup since Download 2009. And now we all know it's not happening. Makes it the worst thing ever. Because I think this could have been the best download. And you know what it's like, Sod's Law, the weather's going to be absolutely incredible, I bet, as well. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but just look at it. You don't really have to say that much. There is just names all over the shop. You know, even when you go down to the smaller stages, there's a lot of bands down there that I would definitely see. In fact, I was saying to someone before that this actually looks like it's too good and I won't get to see all the bands that I want to see. Hopefully, Download can still book some of these bands for next year, depending on what the situation is with gatherings and just festivals in general. Hopefully, by next year, you know, we've all got past it and we can go out and go to things like this again and enjoy music together. But I'd love for them to get as many of these bands as possible back on. If they can even get, you know, 20 or 30 of these guys on there, that would be fantastic. I know other bands will obviously have other stuff going on with tours and rescheduled dates and that. But yeah, it'd be sad to look at. But let's go back and look and end on a high note, really. I mean, that's good. So in the classic download sorry, we'll start from the bottom. So, okay, I guess we got 2007 and whatever year that was. That's one thing I would say. All these download posters, you can really tell the standouts from the years pre-2010. After that, boy, do they look the same. I think they need to start with a different design from every year because it's hard to tell what they are. Okay, so then we got Not Bad at All. We got 2004, 2008, 2010, 2014. In Awesome, we got 2003, 2012, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017 and 2018. And in the classic download Elite, we got 2005, 2006, 2009 and 2019. Again, so thank you very much for watching these videos. I really enjoy doing stuff like this. I'm going to do a lot more download content leading up, obviously, to next year, so we can all get really excited about that. And yeah, I've just loved doing this. So anything that you guys want to hear about download or just festivals or music in general, let me know in the comments and I'll do whatever videos you guys want. But thank you very much again for watching. And yeah, have a great time. And just we're all sad there's no download, but hey, listen, let's look forward to next year and we will go absolutely mental. I don't know how much.